you kind of have these four, what I'd call basic principles regarding money that I think most people aren't familiar with.
I said, let me interview the smartest people in the world financially, the Ray Dalios, the Carl Icahns, the Warren Buffetts, the Paul Tudor Joneses. There are four core things they all agreed on. The best investors are focused on not losing money. Then there's asset allocation. When I interviewed David Swensen from Yale, he said, Tony, you're going to be wrong no matter how smart you are about picking the right stock or bond. You're going to be wrong, and you're going to be wrong on timing. 95% of your investment returns are based on what he called asset allocation. Third piece is really important. Don't take giant risks. They look to see how they can get asymmetrical risk reward. It means, how do I take the least risk with the most upside? Then the final one is the one we all know, diversification. You want to not put all your eggs in one basket. The biggest question people are asking is like, how do I get those returns? This is the part most people don't know. For the last 35 years, the S&P 500 has given a 9.2% return. 9.2%, private equity average ones are 14.2. That's
this is mind-blowing right here.
50% greater returns every year, compounded year after year. So $1 million you put in the stock market 35 years ago, it's worth $26 million today. But if you put it in private equity, it's worth $139 million right now. That's why ultra high net worth people have almost half of their money in private equity and only 29% in public equities.
Someone's listening, they're like, hey, man, I want to get control of my life. The money part, awesome. What about my life? What about my emotions?
Yeah.
What about my family?
Yeah.
What would you say to them?
Most people know what they don't want. And so where focus goes, energy flows. So the first step is like, what do I really want? Why do I want it? Because the why is even more important than what. Now you got to be honest. You got to get to the truth and tell yourself the truth about the gap. Because all of us have a gap between where we are and where we want to be. Come up with a quick plan, not a perfect plan, but a quick plan to attack it with massive action. And then what do? Now you got to face your dragons. You got to make the changes that are necessary. You become more by facing these challenges. You learn and you grow, and then you bring that back home and you experience, the rewards of being the hero in your own life. And that's in essence what people need to be able to do.